Hey guys, today what we'll be doing is introducing all of the little animals that we'll be including throughout the entirety of this YouTube channel. Right here we have Poof and Floof, which are two male guinea pigs, and clearly they get along pretty well. They're just munching on some forage. These two live in a cage together since we had purchased them together and they were born out of the same litter. Poof is definitely one of the more dominant guinea pigs, and Floof is one of the submissive guinea pigs, so they haven't really had an opportunity to fight for dominance like most male guinea pigs will, especially if they're in a group of at least 3 or more. Poof is definitely the more mischievous of the two. Floof likes to keep to himself, whether it's around other guinea pigs or even if it's just around Poof. These two actually aren't the first two boars that we got in our herd. These were the second pair of boars that we got. But these two definitely like to get in a lot of trouble, and they just really like adventuring and going around and testing out different hideys and running through different tunnels and just munching on hay as guinea pigs do. So this little guy right here is Cookie. He is considered the alpha of our herd, not only just because he is definitely the biggest guinea pig, but he is the most dominant in the aspect that he'll break up fights, he'll make sure everyone is okay in the herd. Cookie was one of the two original guinea pigs that we had purchased as a part of our herd, and he definitely enjoys eating and not being bothered while he is eating. So hence why he is hiding in his little tunnel. In my opinion, he's one of the sweeter guinea pigs. He is more people friendly and is willing to adventure out of his comfort zone and just come out and say hi to different people. He also is the easiest one to approach when it comes to feeding time, because he isn't one that'll run away. If anything, he's one that will wait and week at you until you bring him his food. Cookie and Peanut were together in a cage, but after a meeting of all of the guinea pigs, we found out that Peanut and Poof do not get along, and with Cookie stepping in, it just made him the middleman that Peanut had to get through to get to Poof. So finally, for all of our guinea pigs, this is Peanut. He is, or was, Cookie's partner in crime. He is definitely a very territorial guinea pig, if you will. He is not just adventurous, but he likes to have things his way. He's definitely a sassy guinea pig. Him and Cookie were purchased together, so originally these two were together, but he decided to cause issues, so he is alone as well. And like I said before, hopefully we'll be able to reunite Peanut and Cookie in one cage, because not only is it a hassle for me, but it is a hassle for these guinea pigs because they only get to see each other every once in a while, and we just don't want any problems to occur. We don't want any injuries to happen with these two. It's so funny to see him in the little bed that we got, because initially when we first got it, we only had Cookie and Peanut, and they both refused to use this bed. But after Poof and Floof both marked their territory and decided that this bed was theirs, Peanut has been trying to take it back and use it as his own. So this is our little hamster Pika. She is actually the only female rodent that we own, and she is definitely a sweetheart. Initially, when we had first got her, she was definitely a little bitey and didn't really like to be held, as most prey animals don't. But after a little bit, she's opened up and she's more willing to be held and just kind of climb all over. She is adventurous, as most hamsters are, and she's just kind of grown to accept the fact that she is the cutest rodent and she will get what she wants. So finally, these are just a handful of the few fish that we own. This is the big community tank. This is the biggest tank that we have. Believe it or not, there are actually 13 of these little catfish roaming around the bottom of the tank. However, they just kind of like to chill in the back. This angelfish is the boss of the tank, as he is the biggest fish, and honestly probably one of the meanest fish in this tank. And this little guy is, or was, the first fish that we had actually purchased that ended up in this tank. He started out in a much smaller tank, but he has made a few upgrades and is living comfortably with the rest of the fish. But I think this is going to be the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this introduction to all of the animals. I will see you soon.